So in my classroom, I have this red scarf. It is the exact scarf that I wore in Pamplona when I ran with the Bulls. 6 months before I ran with the Bulls, I had a friend come up to me. He said, "Hey, let's go to Pamplona. Let's go running with the Bulls." I said to him, "No, you're an idiot." But as it turned out, I am also an idiot. So I went. We spent the entire night before watching video after video of past runnings, studying the routes that people took, watching how the Bulls reacted around this corner and around that corner. And we felt pretty confident going into the run that we knew exactly what to expect and we knew exactly where to be standing at all times. But as soon as the gun was fired, everything in my mind went blank. I heard what sounded like a train coming at me, except it wasn't a train, it was Bulls. As soon as the Bulls turned around the first corner and came into view, I immediately was frozen. And the first thing I noticed is that one bull runs into another and is sent off to the right, into another person. The bull lowers its head and sticks its horn right into the person's side. Immediately, blood begins to drip down onto the cobblestone street below. Everybody around me starts to run, but I, again, am frozen. It isn't until my buddy literally grabs my shirt and starts pulling me that I begin to move. So we start to run, and all of a sudden the Bulls begin to catch us. And all of a sudden the Bulls are running right by our side. And I look forward and I notice we are coming to a corner. Now, for those of you who don't know, there is a corner in Pamplona called Dead Man's Corner. The thing about this corner is that it's at a 90-degree angle, which is far too sharp of an angle for these Bulls to be able to turn without crashing into the wall. This is the point where the Bulls become separated from the group. And when a bull is separated from the group, it gets scared. And when a bull gets scared, it attacks. I look over to my right and I see a boy laying on the ground with blood coming out of his side. I look to my left and see a man whose eye has literally been gouged out. And then I look forward and see that there is a bull standing alone. And the bull looks scared. And then the bull looks angry. And then the bull looks at me. And it begins to run directly at me. Once again, I entirely freeze. I cannot move. I cannot think. I am just standing there and the bull is running directly at me. And I feel somebody tug at my shirt, but this time it was not my friend. It was a complete stranger. They threw me against the wall and laid on top of me and literally shielded me from the bull. If this random person wasn't there to pull me towards the wall, I have no idea what would have happened to me. Probably wouldn't have died, but definitely would have been gouged by a bull. So every time I look at this scarf, I think of that stranger. And I remember that I, if the time arises, can be that stranger to somebody else.